sip of morning coffee. Oh yeah, just listen to that black coffee. Delicious. We're going to be doing a Let's Play today. I'm excited. We're doing something very interesting today, in my opinion. Now, this kind of has a little bit of background history. Growing up watching YouTubers like PewDiePie and Markiplier, I always watched a lot of gaming videos and things like that. I really attached to RPG Maker games. If you don't know what they are, they're essentially like 32-bit games that are story-based, like Crooked Man, To the Moon, which is a wonderful one, and then a couple others that I could list. I used to watch those series all the time. I just really like the type of game that it is. You know, I really like RPG Maker games. I was scrolling through, I was like, maybe I should do a horror game. I think a horror game would be good. I was scrolling through and the first thing that came up was this game, and it's I think it's RPG Maker game. And it's not necessarily horror, I think it's more like gore and action. So it's not necessarily what I was gearing for, like the jump scares and things like that. But it still looked like a story I was interested in, and I figured, hey, why not? You know, let's give this a shot. So, yeah. Oh, it is RPG Maker. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I like it. It makes me happy. So, I would play the first game, Silver Creek Falls. I'd play the shit out of it. But I'm not playing this on a Windows computer. I'm playing this on my Mac, which is the same computer as my editing computer. This is like the computer that we do everything with. Aw, damn. I love this music too. It's like, she's a girl that goes against the rules. He's a cop that has too much time on his hands. I don't know, I like it. I like this little jazziness. Hello and welcome to the Walsingham Files, the sequel to the Silver Creek Falls series. This game attempts to simulate the experience of being a detective. Therefore, good note-taking is a must. Well, shit. If I knew this was a test, I would have studied first. Hold on, I gotta get a pencil. I'll be right back. Got a pencil. Alright. I'm on the case, Chief. This game does not hold your hand and will not store important clues and details for you. It's on you to write down what's useful and deduct how relevant to the case. Shit. This game is asking a lot already. Oh god. Oh god, I don't know if I can do this, guys. Oh, sorry. Jazz is just my thing. I like jazz. We like really highly... A calculator? Shit. I'll use my notepad for simple math. Good luck and have fun. Thank you. I am going to need all the luck I can get. Objective, check in with Officer Jackson. By the end of this, I'm just going to have like... Because I have a wall right behind you guys, so I'm just going to have sticky notes laid everywhere and have like the little dots with a string. By the end of this series, I'm gonna be like, I think I know who the killer is. Ah, shit, it's day 2. And so it begins. Hey, you. Good morning, Sarah. How's this fine morning treating you? Can't complain, really. Though it beats me why the captain lets me come in so early every day when I rarely have much to do. Hey, at least you don't have to come in as early as I do every day. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Oh, good. Would you believe that a few years back we actually had 2 detective positions? Wow, hold on. Shit, I need a full-blown journal for this crap. Jesus. If you could see how much crap I have on this desk, it would look like a detective's desk. Alright, and I even have my coffee. I'm gonna be cutting so much in this because it's like everything that they say, it's like, write it down! Write that down, write that down! I didn't expect to have to put this much commitment into this Let's Play that I'm not even sure I wanted to go for. Gloucester is a lot safer than it used to be. Oh wait. Break. I can see that. So, anything interesting for me today? As a matter of fact, there is. Captain Ellis told me to tell you to report to him right away. I wonder what that could be about. Alright, let's see. Captain. You wanted me to see you. Ah, yes. Come on in, Detective. So, how are you adjusting to Gloucester? It's a nice town, and I like it here. But more than anything, I'm just glad to be back in Massachusetts. Ah, yes. Where were you before? Norfolk, Virginia. Now I remember. Norfolk is a bit rough, isn't it? Nowhere near as rough as South Boston, where I started out, but definitely rougher than Gloucester. Oh yeah, you were a Massachusetts state trooper before. Again, why didn't you go back to the MSP after you applied to leave? I got into a bit of a bad fight with my captain in Virginia, who was friends with the commissioner of Norfolk, who in turn was a classmate of Colonel Mack. Shit. Who in turn was a classmate of Colonel Mackman, the current head of the MSP. I was pretty untouchable after that, which is why I really appreciate you taking me in, Captain. You know, a bunch of really good recommendations came in for you after you put in your formal application. I am stuttering out the ass. From a really varied group of officers from different departments. Really? Like who? Sheriff Davis from Silver Creek Falls, Sheriff Majors from Wally Head, Lieutenant Visconti from the MSP. You even got a recommendation from an FBI special agent and a detective inspector from Scotland Yard. Holy shit. Our character's boss as hell. I mean, what are you, a secret agent or something? Nothing like that. I just handled a really big case down in North Carolina, and for reasons that are still beyond my full comprehension, I ran into a lot of departments along the way. That's the case that led to the conflict with your old captain, right? Yes, I wanted to keep the case open, but my captain refused, and insisted I close it already. I doubt you'll have anything that juicy up here in Gloucester. It wouldn't be a game otherwise. This town isn't often considered ideal for a young detective like yourself. It's considered more of a place where overstressed Boston police detectives wait until retirement. Well, I ain't complaining, sir. As I said before, I'm glad I still have a place in the police force. Good, good. So what do you have for me? It's career day today at Gloucester High School. Officer DeVries is going to give a talk today, but I figured it would be nice if they heard from a detective too. Given how clear your schedule has been of late, I figured this would be something nice for you to do. Got me to admit that I had some free time before asking me to do this. Well played, Captain. I told Officer DeVries to wait for you at the bullpen. She'll drive you over. I'm cool to drive, sir. We can take my car instead. Nah, bring the squad car over. The kids love it when we show them all the cool gadgets we have. Good thinking. Let's go this direction. Two people. Hello. I'm a detective. Officer DeVries. Detective Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald. Oh, shit. So, I want to give you guys a little insight on something. Me and Riley, we love to do this thing where we piece together stories that have no connection with each other. Like, at all. Zero connections. And we try to see if we could tie them in. For instance, if you remember back when we did that video of GTA 5, and he was talking about how he was stationed in Bolivia.
I was stationed, I did a tour in Bolivia. I'm actually not allowed to say a whole lot since it's under the radar confidential stuff.
Well, me and Ryan were thinking, hey, the reason why he said that was because we're playing Ghost Recon Wildlands in Bolivia, and Riley dressed his character up like Pimp Daddy Purple. And so it's like, man, what if Pimp Daddy Purple actually served in the military in Bolivia? And so that was what he was referencing. And so we might have a future video of that, which will be fun as hell. But anyway, so we'd like to connect all of our games together. It's one of the things that we just really enjoy doing. I think it's a lot of fun, narrative-wise. I just realized that this girl's name is Fitzgerald. Pimp Daddy Purple's real name is Marvin Harold Fitzgerald. Which was the most ridiculous name we could come up with, or at least it was Riley who came up with it. And I just realized she has the same last name, so I know I know for a fact that if Riley sees this video, he's going to put 2 and 2 together and be like, that's his, like, cousin, sister, mother, or something. His mother is supposed to be Jewish, though, so it could be Pimp Daddy Purple's sister. I don't know. Detective Fitzgerald, how is your brother doing lately? The captain told me that I'm to accompany you at Gloucester High School for career day. Yes, ma'am. The principal wanted to show as many facets of the police work as possible. Well, it's not like I have anything else to do today, so let's do this. Is that... What is that? Captain Firebeard. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Firebeard eats fish sticks. I don't know, it's oddly placed and I feel like it's there for a reason. Yeah, I thought they stopped making those years ago. I don't know why I gave her that voice, but that's her voice now. That kind of sassy Sue voice. Who are you? Detective Fitzgerald. Uh-oh. Sir? I just got a call from Sgt Langley from the Essex County Police. He's requested a detective go meet him at the Willowdale Nature Reserve right now. Oh, any details, sir? He seemed distressed and out of breath, so I couldn't hear him properly. Now he's not answering his radio. I'm on it, sir. DeVries, go with her. This sounds kind of serious and Sgt Langley might need backup. What about career day at Gloucester High? We'll just have to cancel. I'll call the principal myself to explain. Now go! Oh, shit. Oh, shit, guys. This is getting serious. Oh, wait. We probably should go to my car. That would be best. Let's take the squad car instead. Good thinking. Squad car it is. Alright. Okay. DeVries, right? That's right, ma'am. You ever been on a criminal investigation before? As a first responder, yes. Not with a detective, though. You planning on taking the exam for detective? Yes, I do. I actually joined the force with the intention of becoming a detective. You seem to be a nice kid. Clearly know what you're doing, so I'm going to keep it simple. Let me do all the talking and pay close attention to what I say and what I ask. There will be times when you need to follow my lead, understand? Yes, ma'am. Alrighty. This is getting good. Can we go in here? Oh, we can. I didn't expect that. I think this is the ranger station for Willoway Nature Reserve. According to protocol, these should be staffed at all times. Oh, shit. There's something big going on, that's for sure. Fish sticks! It's the captain! It's the captain! Captain Firebeard! Someone has been leaving these boxes of fish sticks around. This one has a half-eaten one. It's like they didn't even cook them. Just ate them out of the box without cooking them. Fish sticks not cooked. This is gonna make no sense to anybody. It's like, okay, yeah, you know, day one on here, we got meeting Officer Jackson. Also meeting, I think it was Commander Ellis, I can't remember. Captain Firebeard eats fish sticks. Willowdale was not staffed. Found out. We used to have 2 positions for detectives. Fish sticks at Nature Reserve. Well, not cooked, 1 half eaten. And then my background, Norfolk, Virginia. Rough. I take the worst notes. What a mess. These park rangers need to learn how to keep a cleaner workstation. Not clean. Who are you? Talk to me. Sgt Langley? New person. That's me. You're Detective Fitzgerald? That's right. What's with the police line all the way out here? I thought the incident occurred inside Willowdale Forest Reserve. I have no idea what's going on, Detective. I just got orders from Danvers to create the police line with a 100-foot radius of the entire nature reserve. Danvers? Is Massachusetts State Police running this show? Not yet, but they'd better take over soon. They got all the police departments from Salem to Georgetown pitching in to complete this big-ass police line. Who'd you get your orders from? Captain Visconti, Troop A. Wow, Visconti is captain of Troop A now? You know her? Female. Yeah, we go back. She was my CO back when I was in MSP. That explains this then. Explains what? Here, take this envelope. One of her runners gave it to me not 20 minutes ago. They said it's for your eyes only. It came from Captain Visconti. I see. To Detective Sara Fitzgerald from Captain Michelle Visconti. I need you on this one. All my detectives from Troop A have their hands tied and I can't trust any of these small-town detectives. Glad to hear that you're back in Massachusetts. Michelle, I've been ordered to let you, and only you, pass the police line. I guess this is where we part ways. Well, none of that, officer. Sgt Langley, this is my backup and I'd like to bring her in. I don't know. I was told I was only allowed to let you in. I wasn't told that you were going to bring a partner. Buddy, you're sending me into a crime scene without telling me any details and you expect me to go in alone? You gotta be kidding me, guy. Fair enough. I'm not gonna pull rank over something like this. Your name, officer? Officer Sgt DeVries, sir. ID number? GL35674. Bitch. Okay, I'll put it on record that you two went in together. Detective, I forgot to tell you. Yeah? The park ranger that called in whatever is happening is still inside the park. I believe that he's waiting for you past the first force clearance. He'll brief you into what's happening here. Understood. Thank you, Sergeant. Let's go. Where are we going? Ah, I think this is the park entrance. Okay. Probably gonna play this for about 32 an hour and start editing. Okay. Ooh, who is this guy? Detective Sara Fitzgerald, Gloucester Police Department. You're the park ranger here, right? Finally! I called the police 3 hours ago. What took y'all so long? Wait, we were the first police officers you've seen since you called? No, a state trooper came by on his bike about an hour or so after I reported the incident. He said that he organized a police line surrounding the Nature's Reserve and that backup was on the way. Until then, orders were to secure all entrances to the park and to make sure no one entered or left. I'm definitely going to go back over this and take notes, because I just blew through that, not even thinking about it, whether or not I should write it down. I wrote down the stupidest stuff. It's like, you know, times when people entered or left, people who passed by. Yeah. Captain Firebeard likes fish sticks. Oh, so you're not alone? No, we have 3 rangers in charge of this park and 2 exits. Since I'm the most experienced with firearms, I chose to guard this gate alone, letting the other 2 stay together. I see that you're packing serious heat. Are the rest of the rangers also armed? We park rangers are armed better than you regular cops. We don't just have to worry about criminals, but we also have to deal with wolves, bears, and smugglers. As you can see, I have a Remington pump-action shotgun, a hunting rifle, and a Beretta. Okay. Very specific. I feel like I need to write this down. It's not a bad lineup, though, honestly. Damn, it looks like you're going to war. Can't play it too safe with a murderer on the loose and all. Murderer? What the hell happened here? What? Haven't they told you anything? No one's told me jack shit. Don't forget how awful interdepartmental communication could be. Please just tell me everything like you're reporting it for the first time. Okay. Getting a news page. Alright, let's go. Last night at about 8:49 p.m. I got a mysterious call at the ranger station. It sounded like a deep gruff man, and he said, "Tonight they will all die. There's nothing you can do to stop me." I'm gonna be cutting this so much, man. He immediately hung up after saying the piece, not giving me a chance to respond. Did you report this to the police? No, we get prank calls all the time. There are like 3 colleges within a 20-mile radius from here. So yeah, assuming it was another prank call, I left it alone and called it a night at 9. So I had to come in the next morning for my patrol. Did you detect an accent or anything particular about the voice? No particular accent, just normal American, I suppose. His voice was nearly unnaturally deep, like the voice they use for trailers and stuff. Man had golden voice. I can't say that. Just like, they all die tonight, and there is nothing you can do to stop me. Tonight, Friday afternoon, Man with Two Guns premieres tonight at 9/8 Central, only on ABC. Okay, so you said that you called tonight at 9 because you knew you had patrol. That's right. What time did your patrol begin? 7 in the morning. Okay, and then? I usually start through the south gate, as most of the campsites are close to the north gate, so I arrive at the campsites a little later. Why'd you do that? A lot of young couples like to camp here, and well, they like to do what young couples like to do in the morning, if you catch my drift. They like to fuck. I'm not one to disturb their morning activities. Okay, please just cut to the crime already. Sorry. I get to the little bridge before crossing the creek and I see a young woman crying, looking as pale as a ghost. I want to write this all in post. I run to her and check if everything's okay, and she immediately grabs and screams for help. She won't stop screaming and crying for a good 10 minutes until I can calm her down enough so that she can talk. She tells me that on her morning walk, she passed by Camp Revere and saw big red splotches on the tents and some bodies on the ground. Her instinct kicked in, and straight away she bolted away with all of her strength looking for help. Thing is, she had just woken up and hadn't stretched, so she got into a real bad cramp but was also frozen in fear of what she saw. Fortunately, I had appeared within a few minutes of her cramp. Where is this woman now? I left her with my 2 colleagues, figured she'd feel safer in a bigger group. They're by the ranger station, facing the north gate. Why the hell haven't paramedics been scrambled here to look over this poor woman? You tell me, detective. It seems mighty strange to me that me and my rangers have been left alone here to handle this for so long. There's something weird going on, that's for damn sure. So, what'd you do after you encountered this woman? I radioed for backup from nearby XX police and called the rest of my team. When they arrived, I left the woman with them while I ran to my ranger station by the south gate. And then on my way, I was stopped by a trooper. He immediately countermanded my orders and insisted that rangers and I guard the entrances until more police came, which he insisted would be soon enough. This is so weird. It's so against protocol on so many levels. Who the hell is running this show? Initially, I thought it'd be the state troopers. And now that you're here, I guess XX Police is running the show. No, you didn't hear me earlier. We're with the Gloucester PD. The XX boys are handling the perimeter. The hell is going on here? Just calm down, guy. What's your name? I'm Oscar. Okay, so his name is Oscar. As I said earlier, I'm Detective Sara Fitzgerald, and this is Officer DeVries. Officer Imogen DeVries. Good to meet you, Oscar. As I said earlier, I sure am glad to finally have someone else out here. Oscar, have you been to the campsite yet? Yeah, I took a quick look after my colleagues arrived. It ain't pretty. Okay, can you take us there? It's just behind me. Come follow. Oh shit. So this is the creek where you found the crying woman? That's right. The crime scene's just up ahead. Got it. Shit. Is everyone okay? Yeah, that was close. They should really have done something about this bridge before something like this could happen. I'll be sure to report it and follow up getting this bridge completely checked. Yeah, let's tread lightly and walk on a more stable part of the bridge. Damn, what the hell happened here? That's what we were hoping you two could figure out. Ranger, Ranger, you can stand aside if you like. We can take it from here. I've seen my fair share of bear mauling, so I'm used to a bit of gore. I believe I'd be most used by your side in case y'all have any questions. Suit yourself. Investigate the crime scene. Oh, shit. Okay. Horizontal slice of the throat. I think we can be sure that that's the cause of death. I can't see any of the lacerations, cuts or bruises on his body. You have your surgical gloves on you, right? Yes, ma'am. Can you carefully reach into his jacket and trouser pockets to see if he has a wallet or a phone on him? See if we can somehow ID this guy. Nah, nothing's on him. Not even keys or anything that a thief wouldn't want to steal. Well, looks like we have our work cut out for us. It's a hell of a cut on his throat. Makes you wonder how the murderer managed to do that without having to do anything else to the guy. Good observations. His hands don't have any cuts or bruises on them either. Like he didn't even try to defend himself. Maybe he knew the person that did it. Or they snuck up on him from behind. It's a thick wood, and in the cover of night, it wouldn't be hard to sneak up on someone at all. That's weird. What is? There's all this blood splatter on this side, but the corpse of the two victims is on the other side of the tent. Let's go ahead and assume that the blood belongs to the male victim. After all, he had his throat cut and that would cause a big splash of blood like this. Maybe? I don't know. If you look at Braveheart, that wasn't necessarily the case. But since it's a game, let's just roll with it. If he was attacked on this side, why would his body be on the other side? Maybe he tried to crawl away as he was bleeding out and made it to the other side of the tent. I don't think so. We'd see a blood trail and some marks on the ground from when he moved himself, if that was the case. Maybe the killer moved him there. It's possible, but why go through the bother of moving the body but not disposing of it properly? Hiding the bodies would delay the investigation for a few days. Give the killer time to get further away. Maybe the killer wanted to display the body, show off their handiwork. That's a dark thought, but you may be onto something. We might be dealing with a serial killer here. Anything inside? Completely empty. It's very odd indeed. What's that? Anything interesting on the canteen? No blood or anything. It's empty too. It says Warrenville High, class of 09. Well, that tells us at least one of the two victims here went to high school. You know where Warrenville is, ma'am? Yeah. You're not from around here, are you? No, I'm originally from Fort Lauderdale.
Well, you got a sidebar up here and another one down Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, good times. Oh, I heard the weather's wicked nice down there. Why'd you move here? I actually don't like the heat and humidity down in Florida, so I requested a transfer on after my first year on the force. Yeah, the weather down there is just wicked, okay? Storms all the time, super hot. You just don't want to be in Central Florida. That's like the worst. Also, I'm big into sports, so I wanted to be close to all those great Boston teams. Good choice. I like you more already for it. So, where's Warrensville? It's about 25 miles north of here, right by the border of New Hampshire. Looks like that might be our next pit stop after we finish here. Two tents. Maybe the two victims aren't a couple and are just friends. Oscar, everyone here is supposed to bring their own tents, right? That's right. Do people need to register to use the campgrounds? No, we don't do that. Why the... Do you have cameras at the gates or around the park? Only at the ranger stations. There's a lot of work maintaining the park cameras that aren't connected to the mains. We have to change the batteries and the tapes all the time. Most parks don't have those. I see. Officer DeVries, find anything interesting inside? It's completely empty and clean, like it was set up but never used. Empty, just like the other tent. There's something funny going on around here. Any blood in the sleeping bag? That's a negative, ma'am. Well, it's pretty obvious that the victims weren't killed in their sleep. It's a bit weird that the sleeping bag is outside the tent, isn't it? Maybe they were airing it. Also, it's a pretty warm October, so I wouldn't be surprised if they chose to sleep outside instead. I wouldn't know. I'm not much into camping. Anything else inside the sleeping bag? A gold necklace with a Star of David pendant attached to it. Ah, they're Jewish! It's a hate crime! I guess at least one of our victims was Jewish. I think this might have been an anti-Semitic thing. I called that shit. Hate crime! It's a goddamn hate crime! Somebody call the media! They won't report it, but call them! Maybe down the south. Oh shit! You calling me out? You don't really see that sort of thing in Massachusetts. Oh, bullshit. We are not anti-Semitic down here. We are like, this is the Bible Belt, okay? The Jewish people are like our distant relatives. Not to say that there aren't any neo-Nazis here. There certainly are some. I wonder what their other sleeping bag is. Maybe they shared a bag. Two victims looked about the same age and they're camping, just the two of them. It's not completely out of this world to assume that they were a couple. I guess we'll find out by searching a bit more. We'll find out soon enough when we get the results from the forensics. As our friend from the park ranger said, couples often come out here for a romantic evening. If we find any of the male victim's semen in the vagina of the female victim, we'll know. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. That was way too specific. Embers are cold. And we can be sure that the victims didn't light a fire in the morning. Hard to tell. It's been nearly 4 hours since the bodies were found. Look, there's a particularly burned note in the ashes. Pass it here. Read note. Brigham Smith International Ltd. I found it. I couldn't believe what the old fisherman was saying, but it turns out it was all true. Take a look inside my storage unit. The code is Lexi's birthday. Do either of you have any idea of Brigham Smith International Ltd? Nope. Here, I have a list of the registered businesses for Massachusetts on my tablet. Not a company registered here in Massachusetts. Can you check the National Business Registry? I need the internet for that, and I'm afraid we don't have any signal out here. Yeah, this park is known for dark spots for cell phone coverage. One of the reasons that it's diminished in popularity over the years. It's okay, we can check when we get back to Gloucester. Multiple stab wounds on the kidney and lungs, and some light bruising on the neck. I suspect that the killer came in from behind, grabbed the victim's throat, knew exactly where they were aiming to stab. This poor woman had a much slower, more painful death than her male counterpart. Damn, that means we're dealing with someone who knows what they're doing. I don't think this murder happened out of a fit of rage. I agree, the stab wounds are deep with limited tearing. The killer didn't hack and slash around, they knew how to kill. Check her pockets. Anything like a wallet or a phone that we can use to ID her? Nothing, ma'am. Killer had time to get their hands on those. Think this could have been a mugging that went badly? No, I don't think at all. Whoever killed these people came here to do just that. How about sexual assault? Sexual assault victims normally have a lot of bruises and usually have torn clothing if the assault didn't happen to the rapist's chosen location. Aside from her neck, there is no visible bruising on the female victim's body, and her hands and arms have no scratches or scars. It makes sense, so probably no rape involved in this murder? I mean, we'll truly find out when we have the forensic analysis results, but I don't think there was a sexual assault element to this murder. Check out these bloodstains, man. They're all over the table. Given that the female is near her, we can assume that that's her blood. Let's not rule anything out until we get results from forensics. There's a lot more blood on one side than the other. I suspect that she may have been sitting and preparing to eat when she was attacked. She probably slid off the bench when she was using the last of her strength to escape. Food looks like it was just open, but they hadn't started eating yet. I think the female victim was probably preparing breakfast or something. After investigating the two bodies, I'm quite sure that this axe is not the murder weapon. You could not do what the killer did to these victims using such an unwieldy weapon. So you think this is just for show? I'm certain of it. The killer either put it out there as a challenge or as a poor form of misdirection. And the blood from the axe and tree stub? I suspect he carefully poured it on after killing two victims. Hey, might not have even been their blood. The bin is overflowing with cans of beer and Bacardi breezers. That's a lot of alcohol for just two people. Clearly, you've never hung out in South Boston. Ranger Peterson, how often are these bins cleared out here? We've done it every morning. So this would represent 1 day of garbage. Not normally. Even if there's a party, most of the time, people do clean up before they leave. Typically, the type of person that likes to go camping also has respect for nature and the outdoors. True, it will be interesting to find out how much alcohol these two victims have in their system after we get the results from forensics. Alright, this is basically the investigation so far. You can think about what all went down and kind of think about it for yourself. So we're going to save here. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like and share. I'd like everybody to, learn about this story and see what we can come up with. Alright? See you guys in the next one. Bye!
Okay.
You gonna get laid?
I mean...
What's up?
No.